Ma'am, you can start the session.
Okay. Thank you, Asmita. A very good evening to everyone, and welcome to the fifth session of our MAPMR monthly meeting. The last month, because of Diwali, we couldn't do it, but we welcome all of you. And I have with us Dr. Abhishek Srivastava, who is the chairman of our association, and Dr. Amit Mamre, who is the secretary of the association. And with us is Dr. Sumed More, who will be talking about advances in prosthetics. But before that, I would like to invite our chairperson and our secretary to speak a few words.
Thank you, Navita. I think we are doing good work by spreading some knowledge among younger colleagues, and program is doing well for the last few months. We hope to make it monthly, take it forward with many more people. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Dr. Amit?
Yeah, good afternoon, ma'am. You're able to hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yeah. So it's been almost 6 months, and we haven't known that so many we have held sessions. So it's a good educational program, and I hope we continue it further, ma'am.
We will.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for all the support. And now we have with us Dr. Sumed More. Can we have the CV slide, please? Dr. Sumed is a professor in All India Institute of Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation, Mumbai. His core clinical expertise is in spinal cord injury management, musculoskeletal and sports medicine, stroke and neuro rehab, prosthetic and orthotics, interventional pain procedures. He does a lot of ultrasound and pain interventions also. Education and training, yes, we are all very happy to have you here. He has also done his DO from Rajiv Gandhi Medical College, Kalwa, Thane. And we welcome you, Dr. Sumed, and he will be talking about advances in prosthetics. Over to you now, Dr. Sumed.
Sumit, you can start.
Yes. So is my screen, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Hello?
Just hide that button.
Yes,
So
we
good
can
afternoon,
see.
and thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for the introduction. So today's topic of discussion is recent advances in prosthetics. So before going to the advances, we'll come to just see to it. What is the basic terms? What are the basic terms? Like amputation is removal of a limb or other body part by trauma, medical illness, or surgery. So original classifications: milia, meromelia, phacomelia, adactyly, hemimelia, ecaria, phalangia. These were the older terminology. Then later on, the terminology was given by ISPO, that is transfer efficiency and longitudinal efficiency. So coming to processes, what is the processes? It is an artificial device that replaces a missing body, which may be lost through physical trauma, disease, or a condition present at birth. So prosthesis may restore the normal function of the missing body part or may perform a cosmetic function. So before prescribing any prosthesis, and we should know that what is the functional index level of the amputee. So if we are going to prescribe advanced prosthesis, we should know what will be the outcome of the if the patient uses the advanced prosthesis. So in this case, we will have to choose the patient from functional level index to K3 and K4. So the patient will have ability to or potential to ambulate unlimited community ambulation with variable cadence, the ability or potential to exit normal ambulation activity and use of processes for activities exhibiting high impact, stress, or energy level. What are the prerequisites? Means the patient should know what he will be using, what are the advances in the processes. So the patient should have operational knowledge, that is basic vocabulary and knowledge of components, including the ability to communicate malfunctions. Maintenance and care include socket inspection, maintenance, cleaning, and adjustments. Residual limb care includes a varying schedule to progress to full tolerance of 8 hours per day and learning routine daily inspection of the residual limb for irritation. The controls training, it includes learning to control individual component for operation. The five motion element that are primarily used in hand manipulations are reach, grasp, move, position, release. And the important component is a therapist who use many objects such as wooden blocks, cotton swab, and a sponge for training an individual or amputee. So, what are the challenges in the upper and the lower limb processes? So, challenges are mobility and balance, energy efficiency, comfort and fitment, cost and accessibility, and impact on user and physical and psychological well-being. So, what are the goals of the modern prosthetic technologies? Enhance comfort and cosmetic appearance, improve energy efficiency and control, enable natural gait and activity participation, provide a real-time adaptability. So, what is the historical background? Early processes were made from wood and metal. Post World War research led to lighter materials and functional design. Today, digital tools and robotic dominate the modern technology. So, four categories of the upper limb processes. Here, I am specifically giving an example. So, today discussion is of for the advances, but we should know there might be some components which may be basic also and which may be advanced also. So, the various components are like passive system, body power system, externally powered system, and hybrid system. These four systems are commonly used. So what are the advantages of the body powered system? That is lower initial cost, it is lighter, easier to repair, offer better tension feedback to the body. Disadvantages are mechanical appearance. Some people may have difficulty in using them and they are dependent on the motor strength of an individual. So what coming to the other like advanced myo electric devices, that these devices they do not require a harness or cable, looks like a natural appearing arm. It is battery powered, so motor strength and coordinated mobility is not important. Newer batteries have reduced weight, provide strong grip force, and disadvantages are it is heavier, higher initial cost, dependence on battery capacity and voltage, higher repair cost, and dependence on the battery life. So now, what are the recent advances in the upper limb processes? So there are advancements are in the form of control schemes, multi-articulating hand, three sensory feedback, four is targeted muscle renovation, and fifth is adaptive and AI powered grip. So I will come to each in further slide. So here in the advanced control system there is a pattern recognition. The system interprets the unique pattern of the muscle signal across the multiple electrode. When a user think hand open, the wrist supinates or key grips. This is far more intuitive than controlling one function at a time. So the other part is like implanted myoelectric sensor, that is IMES. The tiny sensors are implanted into specific remnant muscles. This provides a stronger, more stable signal than surface electrode and is less susceptible to sweat or limb movement. Then another is integration. A titanium implant is surgically anchored to the bone, protruding through the skin to attach the processes. This allows for osteo perception, that is direct transmission of vibrations and forces from the processes to the bone, improving sensory feedback and control. It also eliminates the need for a socket. Another is multi-articulating hand. Modern prosthetic hand have individually powered digit that can confirm the shape of the object, enabling a wide range of grasp. Example, power, precision, lateral, and tool devices. This allows more natural and functional manipulation for everyday objects. The third is sensory feedback. So what happens is moving beyond open loop control, that here a user issues command without feedback. So in this system, now system provides closed loop control by sending sensory information back to the user. So it can be non-invasive or it can be invasive. Non-invasive is sensors on the prosthetic fingertips measure touch and pressure, triggering vibration, motor, or skin stretch devices on the residual limb. So, electrode implanted in the peripheral nerve or somatosensory cortex of the brain can provide realistic sensation of touch and joint position, making the processes feel more like a real part of the body. The fourth is targeted muscle renervation, that is TMR, surgical techniques where nerve that once controlled the amputation limb are rerouted to the renovate new muscle site. Example on the chest. This reinnervated muscle then act as a biological amplifier, producing strong and distinct EMG signals for controlling multiple prosthetic functions simultaneously. TMR can also be used to create sensory spots on the skin that feels like a missing hand, enabling a natural sensory feedback. Here in the figure, you can see the radial, medial, and the musculocutaneous nerve. They are transferred on the pectoral muscle so as to amplify the EMG signals. Then fifth is adaptive and intelligent power grip. The process is using four sensors to automatically predict the user's intent and adjust the grip. For example, it can see an object and preshape the hand or prevent a slipping egg by automatically adjusting grip force. Coming to the recent advances in the lower limb prosthetics, the advancements are microprocessor knee MPKS, powered ankle and knee, microprocessor and powered anchor foot system, advanced dynamic response foot feet, advanced suspension, elevated vacuum, osteo integration, biometric and app connectivity. So coming to each microprocessor knee, these smart knee use sensors, that is gyroscopes, accelerometer, load cells, and an onboard computer to continuously adjust the knee resistance in real time. Stumble recovery can detect a stumble and stiffen momentarily to prevent a fall. Adaptation to incline, decline, automatically adjust swing phase for a natural gait on ramp and stairs. Sitting, standing support provides resistance for a controlled sit to stand movement. Then coming to powered ankle and knee. Early processes were passive. Now devices like Biome Empower and Osur Power Knee uses motor to actively push off during the toe off, replicating the functions of the calf muscles. These significantly reduces energy expenditure, improve symmetry, and make walking uphill much easier. And microprocessor and power ankle foot system, the devices like Osur Proprio Foot and Philor Balance Foot, etc., uses sensor to automatically adjust the angle of the angle in the ankle in the real time. They can dorsiflex for heel, strike on ground level flat for standing. This enhances stability and reduces the risk of falls and fractures. Its continued evolution in the carbon fiber technology has led to lighter, more responsive, and more specialized feet. The third generation design often multi-axial motion and are tuned for specific activities like running, hiking, or swimming. Then advanced suspension, elevated vacuum. This is a major advances in the socket comfort and limb health. A pump actively maintains a slight vacuum, that is negative pressure, between the liner and socket. Benefit is improved circulation, pulls blood into the limb, dramatically reduces pistoning and rotation, enhance proprioception and stabilizes limb volume throughout the day. Then osseointegration. As the upper limb osseointegration is related issues, that is heat, sweat, discomfort, and provides excellent stability and osseoperception, allowing user to feel the ground better. And biometric and app connectivity. Many advanced processes now connect to smartphones. The user can track their activity, that is step, battery life, adjust performance setting, etc., switch to biking mode, and receive a maintenance alert. Clinicians can also use the data to fine tune the device remotely. The other is like alternative socket design. The socket design includes adjustable panel in the rigid frame that can either be tightened or loosened as a person's residual limb volume. So the Rio socket is a socket in which the volume can be adjusted as according to the socket size. So another is percutaneous osteointegration implant. It has improved. It has been developed and utilized to achieve direct skeletal attachment of a prosthetic limb to residual limb of a person with an amputation. Compared to the socket suspension technique, direct skeletal attachment of a prosthetic limb throughout osteointegration offer many potential advantages, including improved mechanical transfer of motion, reduced skin irritation from a prosthetic socket, improved joint range of motion, and enhanced comfort. However, OI also presents the possibility of serious risks such as infection, failure. Placement of OI implants may require a longer period of post-operative recovery and rehabilitation compared to traditional amputation. Placement of these implants is currently viewed as a contraindicated to those with significant peripheral vascular disease or diabetes. Currently, US FDA considered OI implants to be Class 3 medical devices requiring the highest degree of regulatory oversight to assure that the devices are safe and effective. So, AI helps to analyze the optimized prosthetic control. Machine learning model predict modern pattern for smoother transitions, enable personal rehabilitation, and improved clinical outcome. So in the bionic limb, it combines robotic AI and neural interfacing, allows near natural limb control through brain signal, but it is still under research, but it is highly promising. And neural and brain computer interface electrode detects signals from peripheral now, enable direct control without muscle activation. Ongoing research aim for sensory feedback integration. So this was regarding the presentation. So I will like to share some videos also. Am I audible to you? Hello.
Yes, you are audible, Sumit. We can hear you.
Can you see my video, ma'am?
Now, yeah, once when you start, we'll be able to see.
So here, this is video regarding the pattern recognition.
Pattern recognition controls
Yes.
terminal devices with artificial intelligence. The MyoPlus prosthesis uses up to 8 electrodes to measure incoming signals of the forearm and derives patterns that are characteristic for individual movements. Complex mathematical algorithms transform and amplify these signals and patterns so that a prosthetic hand can translate them into the corresponding movement. The MyoPlus app is the central interface between the user and the control unit. It basically serves as a window into the prosthesis, visualizing the hidden movement patterns in the residual limb. MyoPlus ensures smooth and intuitive prosthesis control, smooth transitions, precise control, and more grip options. MyoPlus offers superior use of the hand prosthesis and gives the user freedom to concentrate on the essentials of daily life.
So this is regarding the sensory feedback. There are sensors on the pulse space of the person who is using his force and sensing the different objects, paper glass and a wrist glass or cup. So this is regarding the vacuum assist.
We have our patient with the first fitting on his Otterbock Omni system. You just slide your prosthesis in, stand up, and then just straighten the alignment off a bit. That's it. Slide the sleeve over. And then you will see this is the palm. And as he walks, that's creating active vacuum, which you can already see is forming on the rim of the socket. It gives extra suspension on the up and down movement in size. Big neutral slip. And this is literally his first walk on it. And it looks
So this is regarding the power knee and ankle.
Hello. Hi.
Yes. So
Thank you so much, Sumit, for a wonderful presentation. And now the forum is open for discussion. Any questions, you can type it in the chat box. Any comments, most welcome. That was very clear and crisp with the advances, with the videos.
Hi, Sumedh. One simple question to begin with. In your experience, suppose somebody has a classical below elbow or a trans radial amputation, and he works in an office for a desk job. What type of system do you will prescribe to him?
So here in the advanced prosthetic system, we will have to give him a terminal device with a sensor on the you can say fingertip, so as to uh, do his activities like typing or any holding an objects like a paper or any glass. So from my point of view, and also like there should be augmentation of the or amplified EMG signals should be available. So in the transradial amputation, so the sensor would be required. It is like in the there should be uh, on the play which could be placed on the residual limb. So suppose if the patient requires any finger movement, so the signals or amplified signals can be traced or taken from the processing device from the liner from the skin interface. So considering all this, the bionic hand will be a better option for this candidate or an amputee, so as to do his daily activities. So he can do all the fine activities even like holding a pen. So it would be a better option for him.
So are you making the devices at your center, or are you making it in AIPMR, or we are importing the devices right now?
Presently, we don't manufacture this device at AIPMR. We go with the body power devices in which, so for transradial amputation, we provide a terminal devices with a 3-jaw chuck with detachable ankle unit and with a body control cable to control the terminal device and the figure of 9 harness system. So these are only body power devices are issued at AIPMR.
And what is the cost of that bionic hand for transradial? Any idea?
So it would be I'm just not sure, but it would be around more than about 10 lakh or so, I think so.
10 lakhs.
I yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
I think so. Yeah, this question was
Same
already
question.
answered.
Yeah.
Astik has asked this question, but this has been answered.
And same, we think of a person, somebody has a transfemoral amputation, and again he's an office guy. He drives his own car, and he goes to the office every day driving his own car. So what is the best and the least you can provide to him?
First, I would go with the prescription which I usually give in my OPD is like the patient if he's having single limb amputation, that is transfemoral amputation. So the prescription would be from my side will be the quadrilateral socket with knee joint with 4-bar linkage or with 4-bar linkage and endoskeletal shank and sag foot at our center. If the transfemoral amputation is in the mid thigh or at the lower 1/3 of the thigh, if it is above the level, it is in the upper 1/3 of the femur, then I would have to give a
Your voice is breaking, Sumit.
sleeve in a form of a suspension system in a form of pelvic belt. If there is a bilateral transfemoral amputation, so then the prescription at our institute or from my side would be for trial basis would be like a bilateral stubbies processes in which the patient is given a activity of daily retrieving with the help of the stubbies processes in which the process is small and sometimes are in the terminally is just like a food.
Sumit, your voice is
So
breaking.
that is a prescription for
Hi, Sumit. Sumit, your voice is breaking. Can you tell again the second part?
So if it is a bilateral transfemoral amputation, the prescription would be Stubbies processes. In the Stubbies processes, the distal the socket will be the same, but the distal part would be like a foot piece. So the foot piece would be like a round in a round shape, or it could be like a rocker bottom. So as the patient, the patient can ambulate. And also, in addition to this, if there is also a sensory deficit in the distal stump, we will give a additional crutches to the bilateral forearm crutches or auxiliary crutches to the patient. Then coming to the if you want to give the advanced processes, so in this case we would like to give the socket with a vacuum and a C leg, C leg, which has a microprocessor knee and a foot piece, which or a foot device, which will have a like a such foot from our side, from which is commonly prescribed from our AIPMR.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
No, I don't see any questions. Any other questions, anyone? No questions, no comments. So I would like to thank Sumedh. But before that, and I would like to invite all of you for our 6th session of monthly academic program of MAPMR, which is on 11th of December. Can we have the slide, please, Asmita? Yeah, it is 11th of December, Evaluation and Management of Neck Pain by Dr. Nitin Menon. So I would like to invite, I will be sending the invites as I always do to the WhatsApp, and we'd like to see you there also. So with
Okay.
this, any other comments, any other?
That's fine. Close it.
So with no further comments, I would like to thank Sumedh for a wonderful session. And if any questions, if it comes after this also, you can directly message us. We will convey to the speaker and we'll get back to you. And we'll see you on 11th of December. Thank you, Dr. Srivastav, and thank you, Amit, for the wonderful sessions. And we look forward for next one. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Bye, everyone.